Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, there are two things I really like about Rigathi Gachagua. Number one, Rigathi Gachagua is not a pretender. And number two, Rigathi Gachagua is not a pushover. Who would have imagined that Rigathi Gachagua was going to force William Ruto to nominate him as the running mate in the last election? Because let's face it, majority of Kenya Kwanza leaders, not really Kenya Kwanza leaders, but UDA leaders during that time, including the members of parliament from the mountain who even voted, preferred Professor Kithure Kindiki. But as we speak, who is the deputy president? Rigathi Gachagua. And what can you do? Nothing. So after the last election, so recently, William Ruto, in his own wisdom as the party leader of UDA, decided to put a proposal to the party. And the proposal was simple: create 3 additional deputy party leaders. Rigathi Gachagua said no. And I remember when Malala was interviewed on this, his statement was that if that's not going to be possible, then he was even recommending the scrapping of the position of the deputy party leader, so that UDA was going to remain with only the party leader and these other officers. So yesterday, William Ruto chaired UDA party's NEC meeting. And during that NEC meeting, they made a resolution on the issue of the 3 deputy party leaders. First of all, before I read for you the resolution of the party, why do you think William Ruto was proposing the creation of 2 additional deputy party leaders? Because we had Rigathi Gachagua, and then they were now proposing the creation of 2, which was going to make them 3. The idea behind that was simple. Number one, they wanted to water down the influence of Rigathi Gachagua. The truth is, William Ruto is not comfortable with Rigathi Gachagua. That is the fact. And Rigathi Gachagua knows that. So they wanted to introduce that position to water down, because if Ruto is the deputy president, I mean, is the party leader, then you have Rigathi Gachagua as the deputy party leader, and now you create 3 more. So it means the roles that Rigathi Gachagua was going to play as the deputy party leader, some of them were going to be spread. So for example, if Rigathi Gachagua was in charge of all the other activities, now you split those activities to 3 different individuals. So his role was, his powers were going to be watered down. Number 2, William Ruto wanted to sneak Musalia Mudavadi and even his allies into the party through the back door. Because William Ruto's wish is for all Kenya Kwanza parties to merge together to form one big political party called UDA party. But because of the dynamics of our politics, Wetangula refused. Mudavadi has accepted. But the demand was, I want to be deputy party leader. So William Ruto wanted to sneak Musalia Mudavadi. So Rigathi Gachagua saw that. The other thing was that William Ruto wanted to stop Rigathi Gachagua from becoming the automatic successor or party leader in case of anything. For example, right now in ODM party, Raila Odinga is the party leader. Then we have 2 deputy party leaders. So it means the moment Raila Odinga will go to AU, if he will succeed, then 2 deputy party leaders are remaining. So which means there is no automatic successor. But in UDA party, it was clear that the structure had the party leader, then the deputy party leader. So it means in the absence of William Ruto, who becomes the party leader? Rigathi Gachagua. So in his own wisdom, William Ruto said, okay, let's introduce 2 additional, so that in my absence, nobody is the automatic. And of course, we also know that the 2032 politics, I don't want to talk about 2027, 2032 politics was also at play. William Ruto is keen on Musalia Mudavadi. So if Rigathi Gachagua was going to be the deputy party leader, as he exits scene, then it would mean that Rigathi Gachagua was going to be the automatic. So he didn't want that to happen. So he made those proposals, and Rigathi Gachagua said no. So in this video, I want to reveal to you guys very briefly the strategies that Rigathi Gachagua used to thwart William Ruto's moves. But before we do that, For those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. First of all, let us begin by going through the resolution of UDA NEC meeting. This is what the statement, this is the statement which was released by the Secretary General Cleophas Malala after the meeting. This is the statement, press statement. It's dated 3rd, which was yesterday. His Excellency the President and the party leader of the UDA party chaired the National Executive Committee meeting today. Among the issues discussed include the ongoing grassroots elections. The committee applauded the National Elections Board for the successful commencement of the grassroots elections that will continue in 3 different phases as scheduled. The truth of the matter is that they are talking of the ongoing UDA grassroots elections. They repeated the ones in Busia. I think they repeated it today. In Nairobi, they're repeating almost half. So I don't see any success there. It was a total flop. The fact that a dead person could be elected, someone who died 1 year ago, could be elected through the alleged system means no, it was not successful. Maybe they just discussed it, but for purposes of communications, that is what they are telling us. The committee noted the innovative and unprecedented technology voting system that the UDA has deployed in the ongoing elections and has approved its reinforcement and improvements for the use in future party nominations elections. Okay, on that, they are clear. They have approved it, so they are going to reinforce it and make improvements. Because it flopped, systems normally operate like this. If it flops, you make a improvement and then you move on. On that, they are okay. Number 3, the committee also approved budgetary appropriation, human resource placement, scheduled programs, and outreach activities for the party, and the establishment of progressive democratic engagement within and outside the Republic to enhance UDA steadiness, influence, and political leadership. So I think on this, they're talking of the Chinese. You know, they have a way of operating with the Chinese. I think they didn't have clear structures. They want to start embarking on maybe a tour of the country. I don't know. The 4th one, which for me is also the most important, which probably was the basis of this NEC meeting, is the fact that the committee also approved an amendment of the UDA constitution to create one office of the deputy party leader. So UDA constitution today has the office of the deputy party leader. It has that. The deputy party leader, it has that. But they're now creating another one. But they are saying, and the 2 offices of assistant deputy party leader to align our party structural leadership with the national governance structures. So it means they are still going to retain the deputy party leader, who is Rigathi Gachagua. But now, instead of having 3 deputy party leaders, they are going to have 2 assistants. I'm sure Mudavadi will not like that. And I'm sure the reason for that is because Rigathi Gachagua said no. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Rigathi Gachagua said no? Musalia Mudavadi factor. He can't allow that because Mudavadi was going to be introduced. Rigathi Gachagua still wants to remain very powerful. He wants to be clear that after Ruto, it's him. Number 3, Rigathi Gachagua is also keen on running for the presidency. If he was going to lose this war, then it was going to mean he was not going to win any other war. But what was his strategy? I've been following Rigathi Gachagua's moves, especially on this, because if William Ruto was going to succeed in creating this position, I am 100% sure that Rigathi Gachagua was going to be stopped from becoming the running mate in 2027. But now, Rigathi Gachagua is right in that equation. This was his strategy. Number 1, Rigathi Gachagua rallied his troops to oppose this move. Any Mount Kenya leader who is supportive of Rigathi Gachagua, their message was always very clear. They were going to allow the creation of the 3 deputy party leaders over their dead bodies. So I think William Ruto read the signs. He didn't want fights with Rigathi Gachagua, so he surrendered. Because if these people were to go to the ground, and we know the ground is already slippery for Kenya Kwanza, and say, okay, these guys want to frustrate, they want to shortchange Rigathi Gachagua, it was going to be bad on him. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua also took charge of the process. How many times do you think Rigathi Gachagua decided, okay, I'm going to take charge of UDA elections, attending all the meetings? He was always at UDA party headquarters. Why? He didn't want a situation where he finds himself busy elsewhere, then these resolutions are made in his absence. He was always there at the party. He wanted to be sure. Took mkutano, okay? So he took charge of the entire process. Number three, he also unleashed the Mount Kenya card. He unleashed it. When you saw that member of parliament, James Oyakoya, Dagoretti North, challenging William Ruto that they are being frustrated, he was not just talking. He was relaying a message. And that's what scared Ruto. And lastly, blackmail. I'm 100% sure that during these meetings, Rigathi Gachagua just used to tell Ruto, you are the candidate. That will not happen. There are certain things they can't say in public. But the truth is, he blackmailed these guys. He had this way. And that is the Rigathi Gachagua we know. I don't know what you think, but let us wait and see. But I'm foreseeing a serious fallout in UDA party in the near future. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.